You have watched part one, part two, part three, part four. Now you're here to watch part five. Yes, and today I will be going into how to start up your business and what are the important steps that you have to take in starting up your business. Now, looking back on the videos before, you understand all of the necessary things that needs to be done prior to reaching to this stage. So if you're here with me at this time, it simply means that you are ready, you're ready, you're ready. So ready? Yes, sir. Let's go. You get ready? Yes, guys. So the first thing that you want to do when you're starting up your business, and yes, you're ready, you say, yes, this is what I want to do, and I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. You're gonna start thinking now, what am I gonna name my business? Evanity Star TV. Hi, my name is Evanity Star TV, and I'm here to educate you on how to start up your business. So if you're ready, if you're ready, let's go. All right? You're going to start thinking now, what am I going to name my business? What is going to be my business name? You have to put a lot of thought into creating your business name because you don't want your business to have the same name like another person's name. You can come up with many different ideas in creating your business name. You can use the first initial of all your children's name to come up with a name. You can use a special name that is given to you. You can use a name that stands out with your company. For instance, you have to know exactly what niche you're going into. So, say you're doing medical, are you doing medical transcription? Are you doing plumbing? Are you doing telephone operator? You're doing something to provide service. Make sure that that name resonates with that company or it has something special to do with you. Now, you have to make sure that nobody has the same name because you don't want your company to get mixed up or you have your company well going and before you know it somebody has the same name. You don't want that. You don't want that. So in terms of using your name, you want to make sure it's not a name that everybody wants to use. And even if it's a popular name, you're going to do it in such a way where it's not fitting another person's name or company or their business that they're starting up. So you have to be very careful. So even though you may think creating a business name is one of the easiest things to do, in reality is one of the hurdles that a lot of business people face in choosing the name that they want for their company. There are a lot of consideration when it comes to choosing a name for your business, and it's not as easy as you think it may sound. I'm telling you, I am telling you, because right now I have different channels and I want to come up with a name that stick, a name that stands out, and a name that is familiar with me. I don't think I can come up with another Evanity Star TV that sounds so good. So if you can look back on my channel, you can see where I have multiple niches because I just don't think a name can fit that channel. I don't think a name that can fit me as much as Evanity Star TV. So yeah, honestly, you get the picture. You get what I'm talking about. My suggestion to you is that if you are providing a certain service, make sure that the service that you're providing has the name and just add the little extra to it. So, in other words, like Yvonne's business or Yvonne cleaning service or Yvonne thick heart delivery service. It all depends on what you are about to start. So you can give your name that you can give your company the name as it so fit. But remember, you have to make sure that nobody else has that name in your company. So make sure, and I'm going to repeat this again, make sure that whatever services you're providing, to come up with something that is easy for you, make sure you can add your name and the service, and then you can add a little tweak to it, and then that you can come up with something and make sure that it is dear to you, something that you can feel, not something that you're going to want to run to want to change when you think that that name doesn't suit you. So make sure you write down a list. You're going to come up with your pencil and paper, and you're going to write down a list of names, and you're going to go through your search and make sure that nobody has the same name. Okay, I've been choosing your name. Now we are going to go into your domain name. So you're going to ask yourself, what is a domain name? In all reality, a domain name is being able to be found on the internet. You have many long terms, and you can look that up. Once you have a domain name, is how you're able to be found on the internet. So that is where you're going to be building your website, and that is where people is going to be looking for you online. So that's where, whenever you're trying to find somebody and they have their website, that is exactly where you find the domain name. That is why it is important when you choose your name as a domain name, nobody else need to have that name, because you don't want people looking up your name and before you know it, they're heading off to somebody else's business. So you have to be very strategic when searching for your domain name. It is simply as going to any domain registrar, and you can go to GoDaddy or any of your hosting people like HostGator. They have domain names also. And there are even some standalone sites like Go to Your Domain Search. So all you have to do is to go to one of these, enter your domain name, and do a search. So when you decided to put your name into the search engine, you may come up that other people has that name, and the name that you put in is not available. They may make other suggestions, but you have to be very careful, because you don't want to use .net, .biz, and all those things. You want to make sure that your company is searchable. So when somebody go on the internet or go on their computer trying to search for something, your name can pop up very easily by using .com. Because in reality, if you're going to go online to search for somebody's name, you're going to put in their name, or what you call their business name, .com. So you have to be very realistic with yourself, and knowing that you don't want to shortchange yourself. You want to be ready for this business, and you want to be smart about it, okay? You want to be very smart now. So now is the time to really put your head together and think. You may come up with a name that you like, and that name may be available already. So what you're going to do is you want to tweak it and try to get that name and .com on your business so people can find you easily. In reality, nobody's going to want to try to find you with a .net or a .biz, because that's not something that is used on a regular term. So when you're in the search and you realize that your domain name is used, you can use your personal name with a .com, or your initial with a .com, or your children with your husband's name .com. So, in other words, you still don't have a problem, but you have to make up your mind. You don't have to do it right away. Maybe you can think about it with your family members and say, well, is this a right thing? Sleep on it. Because once you make that domain name, it is made. So, there's no change that can be done. If you're not able to find the name, or somebody else may be using that same name, just try to think about it in ways you can tweak it, so that you can come up with a little alternative. Still, you don't want your name to be close to similarity, but you want your name to stand out in a way where people can identify you when they're searching for your company or your services, okay? So when starting a business, it is very important that you have a domain name, and the domain name is searchable and it's available to you. So this is going to be a long lecture in terms of the steps that you have to take. So the next step, I'll be going into your location and covering other topics as it relates to that. So guys, if you like my video, don't be afraid to like, share, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so that you can be notified of more videos to come. So guys, let me tell you something. I have so much information here available for you. I am especially targeting people that want to have their own business and want to do the right thing for themselves. This is a course that you have to pay for, and I paid for it, and I'm doing it, and I'm bringing it forward to you so that you can understand step by step. So don't miss out on anything. Just if you find that you having difficulty in understanding certain things, just play the video over or go back from the beginning so you can understand exactly what I am talking about. So you can start dancing now. So you have reached part 5 and you're doing it. You're doing it. So guys, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me your love and support. As I am saying, I'm giving you back my love and support by doing this for you. So thank you again and walk safe. Love you.